Tantra, Sutra 59, Dharana 36. Gatadibhanjane drishtim bittistyakva vinikshipet tulyam takshanat gatva tallaya tanmayo bhavet. Gatadibhanjane drishtim bittistyakva vinikshipet tulyam takshanat gatva tallaya tanmayo bhavet.
Beautifully, Paramashiva says, just fix your sight inside a pot or other object with single pointed awareness, dropping the idea of the object, having any length, breadth, enclosure, characteristics, form, shapes, or support. At the very moment, the yogi absorbs into the depth of the object instantaneously, enters into the space of uniting, and absorption into the complete oneness happens. Bhagavan beautifully clearly states how we can experience the power of third eye, the manifestation way of existence, the superconscious breakthrough in each of us. How the single pointed awareness is not concentration, is not some thinking about one particular thing, but holding your higher integrity as your identity. Your higher integrity is Paramashiva, but you as deluded as so and so, the degrees that you got or the skills that you got or the societal space that you have been experiencing, all that identities which you form is a lower identity, is a delusion version of your identity. You are Paramashiva, Paramashanta Swarupa, the omniscience, omnipresent, all who you are. Then why are you deluded with all these things? How are we to recognize our higher self is what Bhagavan gives in this particular sutra, and says very clearly the characteristics, the forms, the shapes, the support at every moment. When we drop all of them, then the yogi is absorbed into the depth. It is not we possess something, but how the sleep just takes away and puts us into the deep sleep, or the dream just takes away from what we are lying down. When we are in the dream, we don't realize, hey, I'm lying down in this bed in this place, I'm so and so. No, we are in that possesses us. Dream possesses us and deep sleep possesses us. Same way Bhagavan says, when authenticity possesses us, the ultimate space opens up as reality. Each one of us, when Bhagavan gives the blessing, each one of us have to have that beautiful space to receive the blessings. All what he is doing is constantly showering us and raising us. It's like a mother in the swimming pool waiting and calling the kid, and the kid is going on swimming, and the mother can pull the kid out surely. And if the kid wants to come out, same way all of us are in the delusion, and when we experience that oneness, simply Bhagavan will pull us out into the superconscious space. Each of these beautiful references tell us the possibility that we are. Today we'll be looking at the power of nature, how the plants, how the whole science understand us. Not just we are here in the planet. There's so many things in the planet which also responds to us in a very beautiful way. That is why in Ramayana, even though Rama only showed his man space, human space, he did not show the extraordinary space. But when he was liberating Akalya, or he was liberating the Garuda, he was in the Vishnu space and liberating the whole thing. Each of these avatars come down and simply remove all that which is troubling us, to go into the superconscious space and liberate us from that birth and death cycle. Constantly we are caught up with the death. This is because we are caught up with the mind. Only mind can die. Consciousness cannot die. So if you are consciousness, how can you die? Bhagavan beautifully says this, inside a pot or any other object. beautifully they have said, inside a pot if there is water and the sun reflects, the pot thinks I am the sun and starts acting his life. It is the foolishness of the pot. But if it understands whether it is a pot or a bucket or a cup, the reflection is coming from the sun, the source, and then the whole pot becomes so alive, and the pot of water can be used for other purposes. If it understands the higher reality, even the pot is seen by the pot is because of the sun. And if it doesn't understand, it is deluded into the chaos and finally broke the pot. And that is the beautiful thing. Bhagavan says how the person waits for human birth, and after coming to human birth get deluded in all that which is not reality, and finally dies. Again and again the birth and death cycle goes. One day Vishnu told Narada to experience. He said, I am the most greatest bhakti person. And so Vishnu tells Narada to take a pot on his head and go around a hill without spilling a water to prove that. He immediately took a pot and took the water, made sure it does not spill one bit of water, and goes around the hill and comes back. And he says, see, I have proven I have bhakti. And then Vishnu says, what were you thinking? And then Narada goes, oh my God, I was thinking the pot should not spill the water and I have to be careful and I should not step anywhere or trip anywhere. That's what we are stuck in that. Bhagavan beautifully says, what we perceive, understand, that has not become our potential reality. He uses the potential reality that it becomes our lifestyle. While thinking, are we using the cognition of Paramashiva, or are we thinking of just what we know as our cognition? That is what Vishnu wanted to bring in Narada. And he said, well, what happened to your bhakti? And then Narada understood. That is why we need Jnana Vairagya Bhakti, the authenticity and the integrity, to understand how the context, what is the context I need to live? Am I living continuously in that context? Am I soaked in the Paramashiva space? And am I doing every action from that context? Then the bhakti, the gratitude flowers inside us. If we only get involved in everything, every detail of what is happening physically, then only we understand how important something is. Otherwise, we never cognize, we take everything for granted, and life becomes a pure waste. How the pot is just broken and simply the life get wasted. Engaging ourselves physically from the context of Paramashiva is the only way you become Jnana Vairagya, and only then the Bhakti matures into the gratitude space and manifest as powers. Let's go to Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana beautifully says how Devi Parashakti, she wanted a girl. So she goes and asks the Kalpa Vriksha that I need a girl. And she was feeling like Muruga has left. And simply she got Ashoka Sundari as her daughter, and she was blessed by the Kalpavriksha for a girl and wish-fulfilling tree. And these are the truth. The tree is as sacred as any other deity for us and manifesting our reality. And this is from the Padma Purana, chapter 103. Let's hear from Bhagavan how beautifully he gives us a powerful cognitive shift in the Atma Pramana.
Are the Leelas of Bhagavan.
The Ashtakanma, the 8 actions I explained. I have completed the initiation of the 8 actions, means ability to stop, divide, and falling in tune, making that object to do what you want, ability to manipulate, ability to make it still, like these 8 abilities. Now, I'm going to initiate you. You will be able to do this 8 action with 8 objects. The first object, earth. Second, water. Third, fire. Fourth, air. Fifth, sky. Sixth, your own mind. Seventh, animals and plants. This is the major chunk of initiation. 8 powers into 8 objects. 8 into 8 is 64. This is the major chunk. In this, the most difficult is expressing these powers on your mind. You can actually tell a plant it will do, you can tell an animal it will do, you can tell a being, you will manifest the power on the beings, but manifesting these powers on your mind, that 8 is the most difficult. If you can do that, you will become completely enlightened. This 8 Ashtakanma on 8 objects. The 7 will be very easy. I can help you to manifest it immediately. Dividing your mind, looking into your mind, making it active or silent, or making it non-existent on your mind. That is the most difficult. Maybe we will spend 1 month of morning satsangs. I'll help you to manifest that powers. This inner awakening, I'm going to make the signs of completion and signs of causing your and others' reality, 15 days. The last 1 week, you will go through Shivoham process, Nithyanandoham process, and Shuddhadvaitam process. You will have at least major 6-7 Shuddhadvaitam initiations. So now the inner awakening is all about completion and experiencing Shivoham and manifesting the powers of Sadashiva. Please understand, the bioenergy, the Kundalini, I have programmed it with this Ashtakanma on 8 objects. See, the whole Agama, the Sivanyana Upanishad, that part which Sadashiva describes, when he described, he gave the process, initiation, both. So I just picked up that process and initiation, programmed it into the bioenergy, Kundalini Shakti. Like a seed farm, I'm going to throw literally on every one of you. If it just settles on your biomemory, that's enough for me. After that, manifesting it, I can do it easily through two-way video conferencing, through satsangs. Through the morning satsang itself, just by seeing you, I can make it manifest. Only for putting the seed, we both need to be in a breathing space physically. So even if you missed any session, this session is enough. The seed will go inside and we can start the manifesting process.
Beautifully, Bhagavan says how his presence and how if you do it alone and how you can be in this Kailash courtyard, experience his presence and manifest his powers. You can hear from the Balasans how they manifest the power of dropping the thorns, rose plant.
Any rose plants. How we have the rose plant, you have seen outside roses, rose plants, everything. So like that we have in Gurukul also. So in Gurukul, when we grow a rose plant, there will be so many thorns. But with our arrogance, everything, we'll easily drop it to Swamiji's feet. Because rose plant have the thorns, it's because of their incompletion, which you, if they touch me, then only the thorn will poke them and blood will come. So that doesn't touch me, they don't like me. So that was a quality she has put onto the rose plant mind. So when you remove from yours and throw your anger and everything, when you just remove it and surrender to Swamiji's, all the fear of the rose plant easily go away from there. So that's how we start speaking to rose plant, everything. You also can come and remove all your anger, arrogance, everything, not ferociousness, everything which is not negative thoughts, anything can easily remove from your mind. And the rose plant also automatically will remove the thorns just by one touch of Paramahansa Nithyananda Swami. So you also can.
So beautifully, the Balasans is explaining how if you drop your anger, the rose plant also drops the thorn, because this insecurity in the rose plant simply disappears when it knows that you are not going to harm, because you are in such a oneness space that you are become a part of it. So it doesn't have to try to protect it from you and simply become your friend. Plants respond to us in many ways. You can also see how Emoto have clearly shown that water crystal, when you are in gratitude space, how the crystals are formed. When you are angry, how horrible the crystals are showing the patterns. If you have fenugreek seed at home, you can test this.